Alrighty, we are back. A couple cockroaches running around. That's not a big deal. That's gonna happen. They'd seal this hive up really, really well. Matter of fact, this hive's doing extremely well. Burr comb on the top of the thing. I had one of my buddies call me today. He started beekeeping last year, and he said he opened his hives up, and he had the bees were drawing stuff up on his hive, on the top of his hive like that, and he wanted to know what to do. Well, you just scrape off the burr comb. That's all you can do. Scrape it off. Just like that's, and save it. I got a solar wax melter. I never thought that wax melter would be, the solar wax melter would be something I would actually like, but they do work really, really well, and I would invest in another one. As you can see, we got a pretty good box full of bees. I'm going to smoke them a little bit because I want them to get off the top so I can get this burr comb off. It's best to get this off, try to curb this burr comb building. A lot of times they build this burr comb because they're running out of room. When you haven't been in the hive very much, the frames are stuck pretty good. This is a frame, you can see the wire and the foundation and stuff that are never really going to draw out like it needs to be. See that side? But they do have honey stored in there, so we're gonna hang that frame. We'll end up putting it back in there. But when you get frames like this right here, best thing to do is take them out, get the bees to clean them out, and just recycle the wax. When you set your frames down behind your hives and stuff, try to put them on the top or on something. Don't set them straight on the ground, because that's where you get your sand and all that other crap, pine straw, on them. This hive here is normally a really good hive, but just like every hive, you got them one or two little kamikazes that's gonna come out and buzz your head and try to get hung up in your hair and stuff. So that's something that's just gonna happen. That is slam full of pollen. Right there in the middle is pollen. Whole bunches of it. And then there's nectar and a little bit of pollen. Now when you're going through your hive like this, there's a few things you need to look for. How much pollen they got. They got any honey stores. And you're also, when you got a hive like this right here, you're also going to look for queen cells. If your hive's about ready to swarm, your queen cell should be on the bottom of the frames, the bottom part of the frames. See, that's a queen cell that they've made, but there's nothing in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and smash that. Try to clean that up. But this is worker brood right here. And The battery died. I was watching it when it died. I was going to show you this again. We got a worker brood again, and then there's larvae and eggs all in there. And then you got capped honey on the top. There's little parts of pollen in there and stuff. Looking good. Hopefully the camera can pick that up. That's all larvae, bee larvae, worker larvae. I always try to bump your bees a little bit, get them to go down. That way you ain't squishing bees. You go to squishing a whole lot of bees, the bees start to get a little pissy. Worker brood, these little raised cells you see right here, that's drone cells. Those are male bees. There's some more up top. All on the side. From the looks of it, this queen's doing really, really good. There was a kamikaze who tried to get me. This is a really good frame of eggs and larvae. There's freshly laid eggs on here, so I'll be looking for the queen. This would be a good frame for her to be on. I don't see her. Look at that's a beautiful brood pattern there. That's just about all worker brood. And it's drone cells on the bottom. These are all drones. These are all workers. And this right here should be pollen and honey. She's doing really, really good. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check one more frame, and I'm actually gonna add a box to this one. I had a hive right across from this one that was a dead out. They ended up starving to death. I'm gonna take that box, one of those boxes, and put on this hive. See that right there? She's doing really, really good. This hive's fixing to really take off, and if I don't do some measures now to keep them from swarming, they'll swarm first chance to get. So I'm gonna show you what I do when I have a hive like this right here that I'm gonna. Alrighty. So what we got here, I got an empty super right here from the dead out. I'm actually gonna take 2 frames out of the top and put those 2 frames in the bottom, and 2 frames that I take out here is gonna be brood, and I'm gonna move them up to my top box, push the frames together, and put the 2 empty ones on the outside edges of this box here. That way we'll make the bees move up, go ahead and give them some room, and she can start laying in that top box and really make this hive take off. Now when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you don't smash your queen in the process of doing this stuff. Always, when you pull a frame out, check it. especially if you're gonna put it in another box, make sure your queen is not on it. Now the bees that I don't get off of this, those other bees will clean them up, get them out. So there that is. I'm gonna actually take something and put down here up under this box to keep from getting straw and all that other stuff in that other hive. See what we can get both of them. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna pull this frame out real easy, just to make sure we don't roll our queen. Check it. That's the one that had the workers and the drone brood on it. Looks good. Set it right there. I'm gonna actually take an extra one out. That way I'll have a little more room to play with when I put this other frame in there. And that's another whole frame of worker brood and some drones. Push them together. Put that back in there like that. Oh, there's that kamikaze I was telling you about. When you get stung, scrape the stinger out and smoke the spot where you got stung at. That'll help cover up the alarm pheromone that they just put on you. Now the reason why they're getting a little pissy is because I've been in them way too long. But that's what we do to try to get y'all some good videos out. To help educate our other beekeepers. I want to check and see how they've drawn this plastic foundation out. I've never had a whole lot of luck with plastic foundation for some reason. This right here is another one of those false queen cells. I'm gonna go ahead and mash it and be done with it. But that's pollen and a little bit of honey on that. She's actually laying on this one too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look it over real good and see if I see her on here. I'm not gonna look too hard because like I said, I've been in this one a little longer than what I normally do, and they're getting a little pissy. Hence the reason I got stung on the thumb. They've actually halfway drawn that out. See how the other side's not been touched. I'm actually going to put one of these frames in the middle. That's a halfway decent frame. It's got a little drone cell on it, but I'm going to put it in the middle right here. Give her something to go ahead and start laying on if she wants to. Push all these frames back over. Put that one back on there. Take this other box, set it on there just like that. Now see, the reason why I put these up here, like I said a while ago, is to go ahead and get these bees to move on up. They'll come up here and check the comb out, see what needs to be done up here, and these bees, next time we do a video on this, they should be exploding out the seams. Because if all those little worker cells hatch out, or worker brood that she's got in there hatches out, this hive will be full of bees in a week. So that's how we do a hive inspection. That's how I know when I add a box. And I hope y'all learning from the videos. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for everybody that watches the videos and all my subscribers. Give me a thumbs up. Share them on your Facebook page. I hope everybody's doing good. We'll see you on the next one.